NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. I'm Garrett Hodge. Here we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway for race 7 of the season. We have a dead heat in points between Denny Hamlin and Clint Bowyer, both tied at 47 points apiece. Anyone can win the championship. Also, news coming out of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, Tyler Reddick will be leaving Gilbert Noss Racing. He will be a free agent in the off-season. They are rumored to be trying to sell the team as well as their charter. And Kyle Larson is on the pole today in his first NASCAR Duralast Cup Series start. How will he fare at Charlotte Motor Speedway? Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for race 7 of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series as the Quikrete D.I.Y Construction 300 here on Diecast Buffet. Kyle Larson is your pole sitter, followed by Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Your points leader, Clint Bowyer, at 47 points, is tied with Denny Hamlin, but Clint Bowyer can clinch the championship with a victory today if he can do so at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's get the cars off the track and let's get it ready to go. The cars are off the racetrack. Green flag is just moments away. The rules, once again, you push the car out of the track wherever it lands. That's where the car is positioned. After that car is ran, we're on another car. If that car gets to that point, they pass him. There's 2 attempts, 2 halves, 1 attempt per half, and that's how this whole deal works. So, let's get it started. First off, it's Kyle Larson in McDonald's Camaro. Let's see what he can do in his first NASCAR Duralast Cup Series start. A very good lap for the 42 machine. Comes Martin Truex Jr. A solid lap, but not a great one for the 78 machine. Here comes Kevin Harvick. And we have a new leader here at Charlotte. It's going to be Kevin Harvick in the Busch Light Ford. Here's Denny Hamlin. And a very good lap for him. He'll go up to the 3rd spot. There's Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola will pass Denny Hamlin and take the top 5 spot away from Martin Truex Jr. Just kidding, they're all in the top 5. Here's Ryan Blaney. Last week's winner at Bristol, and he's going to be in the top 5. Here's Chase Elliott. A decent run. Does he get enough to get around Almirola? It is a yes. Almirola will be passed by the Baja Blast Camaro of Chase Elliott. Here comes your points leader, and if he wins this race, he wins the championship, folks. Clint Bowyer can take the championship with a win, virtue of his 3 wins already. It would be the tiebreaker over Denny Hamlin. So if he wins this race, he wins the championship. Here we go. And oh my goodness, Clint Bowyer is out front at Charlotte, looking to secure the championship. Here comes Joey Logano in the Auto Trader Ford. Joey Logano is going to fall short of 2nd place, but he'll get around your pole sitter, Kyle Larson. Here comes Ryan Newman. See what he can do. And Ryan Newman with a poor lap there in the Granger Camaro. Here's Kyle Busch. No speed, really. He'll get around a fellow Camry, and it's going to be Denny Hamlin just by a fraction. He'll get his nose around 11 car of Denny Hamlin. Here's William Byron. A whole lot of speed out of that Chevy. He'll get around Kevin Harvick. Here's Eric Jones. A decent run, but he'll still be 2nd to last place so far at Charlotte Motor Speedway with Clint Bowyer leading. Here's Paul Menard. Wow! Paul Menard takes the lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Quikrete Ford. Here's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A decent run, but not a great one. He'll get around Martin Truex Jr. Here's Alex Bowman. Oh, he had a hot one coming. He gets around Clint Bowyer, but could not get around Menard. He'll be up to 2nd place after a great run at Bristol Motor Speedway. Seeing Blaney take the checkered flag, I'm sure he wants redemption here at Charlotte. Here's Jimmy Johnson. Just no speed right there, folks. No speed. He'll be in the top 10. Here's Daniel Suarez. And he'll be last place. Wow. Here's Ty Dillon. a rocket ship lap, and he will be right behind Clint Bowyer, about a car length behind. He'll be in the top 5 in 4th place. Paul Menard's still up front in the Quikrete 300. Here's Keselowski. A very solid lap there. He'll get around his teammate in the Auto Trader Ford. Here comes Bubba Wallace Jr. in the STP Capernaum. And he is out. Bubba Wallace Jr. will be in the garage after that one. He is out of the race. Here is Austin Dillon sporting some new colors today. Pretty solid car, not much speed, but enough to get him around Chase Elliott. Here comes Chase Briscoe. Oh man, another DNF for him. Back to back, he will be in the garage for this one. He is out at Charlotte early on. Here is Ryan Truex. Oh, goodness. Well, that car has no speed there. Here's Danica Patrick, the GoDaddy Camaro. Very good lap for her. She'll be around Chase Elliott as well. Elliott has struggled most of the season. Had a good run at Daytona, and that's just about it. And we have 4 cars left to go in half one. 2 DNFs. Bubba Wallace Jr. and Chase Briscoe. Here is David Reagan. And he will get around Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Fusion. Here comes Tyler Reddick, who has just announced that he will not be returning to Gilbert Noss Racing, looking for a ride for next season. Here we go. And a very good lap there for a small team like that. He's going to get himself around your pole sitter. And the last 2 to go is Jamie McMurray and Trevor Bayne. Here comes the Gear Wrench Camaro. Jimmy McMurray making some noise at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He will get around Austin Dillon. And the last car to go in the first half, it is the Agile Care Ford of Trevor Bayne. Here we go. And, well, not a good one. He'll get around Eric Jones. So after your first half, your leaderboard is Paul Menard out front. Then we have Alex Bowman there. Clint Bowyer chilling behind the garage area. Ty Dillon, that's your front 4. And then William Byron in the top 5 as well. Harvick 6th. Keselowski 7th. Logano 8th. Tyler Reddick 9th. And Kyle Larson 10th. So that's your top 10. This is the rest of the order so far as they go. These cars will keep their positions on the racetrack. I will move them off the racetrack, though, for the second half. And as you can see, we have 2 DNFs. Well, here we go, folks. Time for the second half. All right, folks, so the second half is the longest. Time to get green flag racing once again. Paul Menard and the Quaker State Ford is out front at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If Clint Bowyer wins this race, he will lock up the Duralast Cup. Denny Hamlin has fell back pretty well. It's definitely in Clint Bowyer's hands right now. Is if the finishing order would finish right now, Denny Hamlin would lose a tremendous amount of points, and it could be detrimental to his championship hopes. Here we go. Paul Menard in this Quaker State Ford. Let's see what he can do in the final run at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Race 7 of the Nascar Duralast Cup Series is green flag once again. Oh my God, folks. Wow. Paul Menard hits this, and he's out. He's done. He crashes, damages this. As you can see, he went around and he hit this. That's considered a DNF. So that means Paul Menard has just wrecked. Wow. So Paul Menard looking to take a Duralast Cup victory here. And, well, he is in the garage area, folks. He's done. Out of the race. Our leader just wrecked in the second half. Crashes and turns 1 and 2, or exited turn 2. And now the whole race is just blown out of proportion because now Alex Bowman, as of right now, resumes the lead. There's Alex Bowman. Let's see what he can do. A very solid lap for the Nationwide 88. He's out front. Now let's see what Clint Bowyer can do. Remember, if he wins this race, he's a Duralast Cup champion. Go. Oh, man. Wow. So Clint Bowyer does not win the race. Homestead is still alive for Denny Hamlin. Meanwhile, if Clint Bowyer finishes second place, it would make it a must-win scenario for Denny Hamlin next week. And Clint Bowyer would have to finish outside the top 10. Because right now, Clint Bowyer is 9 points ahead of Denny Hamlin plus the tiebreaker. Here is Ty Dillon. Currently third place, surprisingly. Ty Dillon looks like he's going to be in second place here. So close to getting the lead away from Alex Bowman. He will be second place so far at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here's William Byron's run to the Hertz 24. Wow! What a lap there for the Hertz Camaro out front here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Passes his teammate in the Nationwide 88. Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet looking to get their first Duralast Cup victory. Here's Kevin Harvick coming to spoil the party in the Busch Light Ford. He's going to get around Ty Dillon, but not enough. Right now, William Byron is out front by probably about 6 or 7 car lengths. Here's Brad Keselowski. Oh, man. Keselowski's going to be up to second place, passes a whole slew of cars, but that Hertz 24 is still out front. Here is the Auto Trader Ford. See what he can do. Joey Logano. Joey Logano passes Brad Keselowski. Paul Menard's crash has opened the floodgates for these guys to try to win a Duralast Cup race. Here is Tyler Reddick. Does not advance his position. He will still be in the top 10, however. Now here's your pole sitter, Kyle Larson. Let's see what he's got in the McDonald's Camaro. A very fast lap. He gains 2 spots and passes Clint Bowyer. If you're a Denny Hamlin fan, you need Clint Bowyer to lose every spot because every point is 1 position. Here is Ryan Blaney, last week's winner at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Irwin Tools 250. Here's the Duracell Menards Ford. Let's see what he can do at Charlotte. Whoa, fishtailing a little bit there. And he will be 1 spot ahead of Tyler Reddick. He'll be in the top 10 so far. Here is the gear wrench Camaro of Jamie McMurray. And he will get around the Realtree Camaro of Austin Dillon. Wow. So he gets around Clint Bowyer. This bumps Bowyer back even further. Now he's only, what, 1 spot? So he's only getting 1 point on Denny Hamlin as of right now. Denny Hamlin, if he could have a whale of a lap, could gain points on Clint Bowyer heading to the final race of the first season of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Here's Danica Patrick trying to get points. Danica Patrick, mediocre run for the 7 Camaro. Here's Chase Elliott. Let's see what he can do. A very fast lap, not enough to get around Kyle Larson, but he will get around the Realtree Fishing Camaro. So he's in the top 10. I believe this bumps Clint Bowyer on the bubble, I think. Let's see. So Clint Bowyer, as of right now, is 10th place. So he is only 1 point. Earlier he was 2 points. Now he's 1 point. So we got that corrected. He is in 10th spot. He is the bubble for points. Remember, first place gets 10 points. 10th place gets 1 point. Everybody else, go home empty-handed. Here is David Reagan. Not a good lap for him. He will not advance his position and will not come home with points. Here's Eric Almirola. He won't advance his position. There's Kyle Busch in the Snickers Camry. Not a good run for him either. Kyle Busch struggling in the tail end of the season. Here's Jimmie Johnson. Can he make some noise with only 2 races left in the season? Can't advance his position. He's pretty deep in the field. And here's Denny Hamlin. Now this is the run that matters, folks. If Hamlin gets to the 14 car, he will gain 1 point over Bowyer. But if Bowyer maintains the 10th spot, he will have a 1 point advantage at Homestead. Here we go. Here's Denny Hamlin. And Denny Hamlin passes Clint Bowyer and Kevin Harvick to bump himself just inside the top 5. As of right now, the way the points run, Clint Bowyer will lose a lot of points. And it's not going to get any better from here on out. As Denny Hamlin sits 5th, he will come home with 6 points if he can maintain his spot, which means Bowyer would lose 6 points and it would be a must-win situation at Homestead. Meanwhile, William Byron out front having a field day. Let's see what Ricky Stenhouse Jr. can do. He will advance his position and pass 4 cars, moving up to Little Hugs Ford Fusion. Here's a guy who struggled some races of the season, had some good moments. Martin Truex Jr. looking to finish his tenure with Furniture Racing strong, looking for at least a top 10 today at Charlotte. Whoa, pretty good run there. Not enough for a top 10, but he will get around Danica Patrick and be in the top 15. Now, as of right now, we only have 5 cars remaining. We have Trevor Bayne, Eric Jones, Ryan Newman, Daniel Suarez, and Ryan Truex. One of these guys will win today at Charlotte. Now, it's looking pretty good for the bow ties. We got a Ford and a Camry back here. But they have to come from all the way here. They have to go all the way around the track and past the Hertz Camaro. It's going to be very, very tough, but let's see if they can do it. The bubble for the top 10 is Austin Dillon in the Realtree Fishing Camaro. Denny Hamlin, as of right now, is looking to gain 6 points on championship rival Clint Bowyer. Here we go. And Trevor Bayne will advance position over Jimmie Johnson. Here's Eric Jones, who has had a pretty rough season altogether, needing a good run. He will not advance his position and will remain, well, as of right now, the tail end of the field almost. Or the ones that have ran, he's the tail end. Here's Ryan Newman in the Granger Camaro. He's going to advance position, and he will eclipse Kyle Busch just barely. So he's going to gain 4 spots on that late run. Still not enough for points, and we have 2 cars remaining. Here's the Stanley Camry of Daniel Suarez. A miserable season for the 19 team. Let's see what he can do. He's only going to get around his teammate in the D.I.Y. Camry. But here we go, folks. A Chevrolet will win today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's either Ryan Truex once again, or it's William Byron. Someone will win their first Duralast Cup Series race. It's back-to-back first-time winners. Who is it going to be? Here's Ryan Truex, the final run of the Quikrete D.I.Y. Construction 300 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Race 7 on the Nascar Duralast Cup Series. About to wave the checkered flag. Checkered flag's in the air. It's going to be William Byron taking home the Hertz Camaro to victory lane in the Quikrete 300 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. William Byron wins at Charlotte. And how fitting. The sponsors match the race sponsor. The colors, at least. Pretty cool stuff there. Pretty cool stuff. William Byron going to get his first ever NASCAR Duralast Cup Series victory. He's going to come home with 10 points. Coming home second place, it's going to be Joey Logano in the Auto Trader Ford. A late charge in the season, not enough for a championship, but he will come home with a nice finish. Coming home third with 8 points is Brad Keselowski. Both of these Penske Fords looked to try to get around the Hertz Camaro, but it wasn't enough. And Alex Bowman, who had the lead briefly, led some laps, he will come home fourth with a top 5 finish. And Denny Hamlin, who comes home fifth with 6 points, will take over the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series points lead over Clint Bowyer with 6 points to the good heading into Homestead, meaning that Denny Hamlin can practically finish a top 5 next week and win the Duralast Cup. Kevin Harvick coming home 6th with 5 points. Ty Dillon with another top 10, the unsung hero of the year, in my opinion. A very good run for the Geico Camaro. And in his first NASCAR Duralast Cup Series start, solid run for the 42 team, coming home 9th. And the number 9, it's the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Camaro of Chase Elliott. And rounding out the top 10 and the last car to get points, it's Austin Dillon and the Realtree Fishing Camaro. This is your top 10 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And coming home 11th place, yes, it's Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer comes home just 11th place. Just a miserable run for him. He loses 6 points on Hamlin, and it's almost a must-win situation next week at Homestead. 12th, Ryan Blaney. 13th, McMurray. 14th, Tyler Reddick. 15th, Martin Truex Jr. 16th, Danica Patrick. 17th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 18th, David Reagan. 19th, Eric Amarola. 20th, Ryan Newman. 21st, Kyle Busch. 22nd, Trevor Bayne. 23rd, Jimmy Johnson. 24th, Daniel Suarez. 25th, Eric Jones. 26th, Ryan Truex. And I cannot say enough about Paul Menard's run today. I mean, that Penske-affiliated Wood Brothers Ford definitely put Quaker State on the TV. Let me tell you, they had a pretty good run, crashed out early in the second half, leading the race. Shades of Alex Bowman at Talladega, coming up so close, crashes out. He will come home 27th with nothing to show for it. Chase Briscoe, back-to-back DNFs, comes home 28th. And Bubba Wallace Jr., first car to wreck out, will come home 29th in the STP Camaro. All in all, though, William Byron is your winner. And this is the finish of Race 7 in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. This has been a pretty exciting race, I believe. We've seen a whole lot of lead changes. We've seen how Clint Bowyer has slowly kind of faded off a little bit. And how Denny Hamlin has capitalized on what it could have been a tragic day. His final push in the second half has gained him a 6-point advantage over rival Clint Bowyer with only one race to go. For the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hodge. Thank y'all for watching, and tune in next time for Homestead.